So, with SummerSlam officially being announced for Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas on Saturday, August 21st, I believe that's the date that they have set. Yeah, August 21st. The obvious question that a lot of people have is what kind of matches, big time matches, if you will, main event level, can you get, for that event that would get 65,000 to 72,000 people in that stadium. What kind of main event can you get that would attract 65,000 to 72,000 plus, to correct myself there, into that stadium? And one of the matches being rumored uh, is Roman Reigns versus John Cena. But according to WrestleMania and several other sources, it could also be Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. Now, on the Raw side, now that's the SmackDown side of things, if you will. The Raw side, people are saying it's got to be Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. That's the only other match that would make sense to co-headline, if you will, or co-main event headline, if you will, with the SmackDown one. And then, of course, you got rumors of Sasha Banks, Bianca in a rematch. You got, rumors of, other kind of matches happening. Like, I think, we could be getting Charlotte and Rhea one more time, maybe in a special kind of match. Who knows? Maybe it's Charlotte, maybe it's Rhea and somebody else. Not too sure. But the question obviously is, besides those rumored matches and probably others, along with Cardi B potentially hosting, if not indeed hosting, the question obviously is, where do you go? What do you utilize? The question is, what do you utilize? What kind of match do you present as your co-main events? And I know people have said that they don't. I know people are mixed about Cena and Reigns, although that's the most talked about one right now, more so than Lesnar and Reigns. And I know people like, just Alex would like to see Lesnar and Lashley because that's the match everybody's been wanting to see since Lashley returned. But, you know, out of the three potential big matches, what do you go with? Who do you go with? Which one will be the most attractive? I mean, you're going to be in Las Vegas. That's kind of a town mostly known for hosting boxing and MMA matches. Like, they're going to have a boxing match that night involving Manny Pacquiao. So, which match do you kind of, go with to kind of, equal that, equal to that attraction? Do you go with Lashley Lesnar? Or do you go with Lesnar Reigns? Or do you go with Cena Reigns? My honest opinion is this. If you're going to keep the belt on Lashley, which let me say this with all due respect, you don't have to, because Lashley Lesnar alone is a main event, no matter what, title or not. But if you're going to do it, then if you're going to have a match, or at least two co-headlining main events, like I said, if you're going to get two co-headlining main events, to equal the, the headline is basically the prestige of a Manny Pacquiao fight, then I have to say that you have to do Lashley Lesnar, and you have to do Reigns and Cena. Reigns and Lesnar, that'd be too predictable because people will be like, oh, like I said, because if you go Reigns, Lesnar, it's like, it's going to be too predictable, and people will be like, well, obviously we should have saw that coming because Reigns is using submission now, and he's got Heyman, and, it'd be too predictable. So, my honest opinion, if you're going to do it, the two main events, along with Sasha Bianca, because that's obviously one you have to do too. I think honestly the two you have to go with is Lashley Lesnar, title or not, because even without the title, that's a main event no matter what. and Reigns Cena, because that way you could either give Cena his 17th temporarily, then have Reigns regain it, or once again you have Cena put Reigns over like he did several years ago. So in my honest opinion, if SummerSlam's going to do any main events to coincide to the equalness of, like, say, the Manny Pacquiao match or boxing fight later that day, you got to do Lesnar Lashley, title or no, because that's a main event no matter what. Especially in that town, known for hosting boxing matches and UFC, Bellator, MMA matches. As well as you got to do Cena Reigns, and either that results in Cena's number 17 title or Reigns getting put over again. Either way, those two main events, along with Sasha Bianca and whatever else you have planned, that to me will definitely draw in 65 to 72,000 plus individuals to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. But let me know what you guys think. Which ones do you think they should go with? Do you think they should do Cena Reigns or Lesnar Reigns? Or Lashley and Lesnar? Let me know. Comment down below. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you on this. And I am out.